Hi guys, this is our last new topic for the whole year. So we're going to talk about different types of angles. We're going to talk about complementary. So if you take a look at this picture, actually all three pictures, you should notice that in the corner of each of them is a right angle, which means 90 degrees. So what that means, complementary angles, these two numbers add to 90. These two numbers add to 90, and these two numbers add to 90. So complementary angles means that two angles add to 90 degrees. Okay, and that's it. So the next one, these are supplementary angles. So when you take a look at this picture, there's no right angle. It forms a straight line. It forms a straight line. So when you look at your numbers, I can tell you that these two numbers add to 180, and these add to 180, and these add to 180. So supplementary means that two angles add to 180. Okay, the last type of angle we're going to talk about is a vertical angle. This is a little different because vertical angles are across from each other. So when I see the purple dot, it's on the bottom too. So I know that the top dot and the bottom dot are equal. Just like these angles here, 40 and 40, they're across from each other. They make an X. So see how when I make an X, I marked this one 110, so that one's 110. So vertical angles are across each other and they're equal. Okay, so we're going to use those three properties to answer some questions. Okay, so taking a look at page 2. So we're going to name the type of angle, and then we're going to find the other side. So I can tell that this one makes a straight line with the other one. So that means these are supplementary. Okay. And it means they add up to 180. So 180, take away 120, leaves me with 60. So 60 degrees is what's missing right here. Okay. All right, the next one. I can tell that they're across from each other because they form that X, which means they're vertical. And it means they're equal. So if one is 119, so is the other one. Okay. I see my hint right here. That mark, that box means that they add to 90 degrees, right? They're complementary. Okay. So we're going to do 90, take away the 55. And that's going to leave me with 35. So my missing angle is 35 degrees. All right, let's take a look at the next one. So now it looks like they form an X, but if you notice the difference, these are next to each other. Do you notice how the vertical angles over here, they were across? They're not touching. These two are side by side. That doesn't mean they're equal. That means they add up to 180. They form a straight line. These are supplementary. So we're going to do 180, take away 59. It's going to give me 121. 121 degrees is what's missing. Okay, this right angle gives it away. They're supposed to add to 90, so they're complementary. So 90, take away 80, leaves me with 10. So 10 degrees is what I'm missing. Okay, the last one for this. Next to each other again, and they form this straight line. So that means they're supplementary. And it means they add up to 180, right? So it's 180, take away 98, which is going to give me 82. So 82 degrees is what's missing. Okay, so that's it for the first part. That's pretty basic. You're just finding the missing angle. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're actually going to solve an equation based on our picture. So let's take a look at the first picture. I labeled for you that they're vertical, and I can tell this because they're across from each other. This is one angle that we're talking about, and here's the other one here. So I know that vertical angles are equal. So I'm going to take this piece, 4y minus 42, and set it equal to the other piece, which is 2y. So all I'm going to do here is solve for y. Hopefully you remember how to do this. I'm going to move the 4y over. So I'm going to get negative 42 equals 2 take away 4 is negative 2y. And I'm going to divide by negative 2. So this is going to give me positive 21. And that's all I'm looking for. Okay. The next one I labeled for you is complementary. You can tell that this angle is 90 degrees right here, which means this plus this equals 90. So x plus 2x minus 3 equals 90 degrees. And we're going to solve for x. So these belong together to make 3x. And then we're going to add 3 to the other side. Oops, not 30. 3. Sorry about that. Okay, so this is going to say 3x. Those are going to cancel. Equals 93. And I divide by 3. This is going to give me 31. And that's my answer. Okay, so we're going to do one more. So the first one was vertical. The second one was complementary. So the third one is going to be supplementary. As you can tell, they're next to each other. They're not across. They add up to 180. So we're going to take the two pieces, 3x plus 25, plus the other piece, 2x, and it equals 180. Okay, so we're going to add up our x's first. We're going to get 5x plus 25 equals 180 minus 25. So 5x equals this 180 take away 25 is 155. And my last step is to divide by 5, which gives me 31 again. Okay, so there's equations you have to set up based on what type of angles you're given. So try that practice and good luck.